If you talk to any operations manager in the fuel distribution space, whether it's propane, heating oil, diesel, or industrial gas, they will all tell you the same thing. The dispatcher is the most important person in the building. Every single day, dispatchers make about 40 critical routing decisions. They're balancing tank levels, driver availability, locations, and even weather. But here's the breakthrough. An AI agent can make all 40 of those decisions in seconds. Today, we're looking at how the next generation of fuel distributors are moving away from manual coordination and letting autonomous agents self-route their fleets. To understand how we get there, we have to look at the current reality. Most fuel distributors run on what I call the human conveyor belt. Imagine a customer's tank sensors drop below 20%. That triggers an alert. But that alert is just the beginning of a manual chain reaction. A customer service rep sees it, calls the client, logs the order on a spreadsheet, handcrafts a route sequence, sends it to the driver, and then calls the client back with an ETA. It works until it doesn't. Then a driver calls in sick. 2 tanks go critical, and an industrial client needs a same-day fill by 2 p.m. Suddenly, your dispatcher isn't dispatching, they're firefighting, and somewhere in that chaos, a customer runs out of fuel. But with an autonomous delivery agent, we eliminate this manual bottleneck entirely by standardizing how orders enter the queue. The agent continuously monitors 3 distinct trigger entryways. First, IoT tank sensors. Live telemetry platforms like Anova or Autodata feed real-time level drops directly into a central data hub like Salesforce Data Cloud. Second, are customer portal requests. So commercial or wholesale clients submit bulk top-up orders through a secure web portal. And third, we have scheduled reorders. Sometimes these are established in the commercial contract, and other times the ordering system will actually predict exact reorder dates based on seasonal weather patterns and historical burn rates. Any of these events instantly wake the agent up. There's no human screen monitoring required. Once a trigger is fired, the agent executes an end-to-end flow in less time than it takes to read this slide. First, it detects the trigger. Second, it validates the order by verifying contract rates, credit status, and tank safety specs. Third, it self-routes using agentic scheduling, dynamically clustering multiple nearby orders to maximize the truck's payload. Fourth, it notifies the customer with an automated text message showing a live tracking ETA link. Fifth, the driver completes the drop and captures completion directly inside their field service mobile app. And finally, the agent triggers billing and upsell actions downstream, seamlessly updating the ERP. To make this happen, the agent isn't acting like magic. It's integrated with your existing stack: IoT sensors, field service mobile apps, scheduling engines, and ERP systems. Let's contrast these two worlds side by side. Without an agent, a commercial tank hits 20%. The dispatcher spots it hours later, calls to confirm, builds a manual spreadsheet route, and rings the customer back with a vague delivery window. Meanwhile, 2 neighboring tanks in the exact same zip code get completely missed because they weren't critical. With the agent, the sensor fires, the agent validates the account, groups all 3 matching proximity tanks onto the same optimized driver's schedule, texts the customer their precise tracking links, and queues the invoices. All this happens before your dispatcher has read their first email of the day. These aren't hypothetical concepts or future state slides. These are real, quantifiable outcomes being delivered in production today. By automating the dispatching and routing layer, fleet operators are seeing a 30% reduction in emergency runouts because telemetry triggers are caught instantly. We see an 18% gain in driver productivity because route optimization groups drops together, eliminating empty miles. And at volume, we're talking over 300,000 operational minutes saved monthly by removing manual callbacks, spreadsheet entries, and post-delivery bill reconciliation. Your dispatchers shouldn't be human routing calculators. They should be managing exceptions, building customer relationships, and scaling your business. So let me ask, are you still running your fuel deliveries on manual spreadsheets and phone calls? If you are, drop a comment below. We can talk about how to connect your telemetry and scheduling to run an autonomous delivery agent of your own. My name is Connor O'Malley, and this is Agents in the Wild.